I think leaking in from this side, so it was seeping in from here, or moreover from this side. Alright, in this video I am with my Honda Civic Mark 8, so that's 2006, 2011 I think. So the Mark 8 is prone to leaking. We know the leaking in the driver's footwell, we know the leaking in the passenger's footwell, we know how to kind of best find the solution. But look at my channel when it's that. We adjust the flow of the water either left or right just to minimize that. I will be doing a full in-depth search into the engine compartment from the front in the near future when it dries up with not so much rain. However, the Honda Civic is also prone to having water for some reason getting in and flooding this department in here, this compartment I mean. So you'll find this is soaking wet, and I can feel a bit of dampness in there now. So what is it? How to get at it? Some say it's from the crease in the roof. I don't know. It could be from there. That's why I've got some sealant. So this is silicon high temp black sealant gasket maker. Replaces traditional gaskets, oils and maintenance fluids. Have I bought the right thing? Maybe not. So you need some sort of sealant. Let's do an investigation. Right? That's probably the wrong type of sealant. However, let's see if we can find out what's going on, and I'll repair it with proper sealant when the time comes. So let's start with the most obvious. This roof rack strip runs across. So we'll start with the left hand one. I can't remember, is it push in or push out? So I've just kind of gently pushed that. It's come away and we're looking inside what's going on. I don't see a natural crack in there on this side. Let's go to the other side. That pushes in, lifts out, not looking as healthy as on the other side. Loads of debris in there. Could it be something as simple as this? We don't know. Now I'm looking for some sort of a crack in the joins. I'm going to go for least destructive as possible. Usual kind of plan. I don't see any obvious weaknesses in this corner here, which is where I was expecting to see something. What way did you expect? Runs down. There's no joints. There's no cracks. It's down here. So next thing, let's go further along and crack the hole and remove the whole of the strip of it. So here's the end. I've just gone to the next part here where I see a kind of clasp, and I'm pulled at that. That's all I'm doing, gently pulling. That all comes off. So if there is no crack in here, I will be fully happy to sign this one off as without an issue. That's what that looks like. It's between the two screws. Could it possibly be leaking, say through here? or through here, through the screws. Could it be that the rainwater kind of builds up because of all the rubbish? Don't know, I'm going to have a think about that. There's water running down here, kind of hits the bolt and then drains through the bolt. Like here. Don't know. So it is possible it's getting through a tiny little crack just there. It's underneath, but I think this bolt is straight through the panel, and this is just an add-on on the top. There's a seal here. I just don't think it's going to come from the top. I just don't think it is. So next place to check. Water runs down, obviously this area just looks pretty solid to me. Could it be getting through this crack, this seal here? Could it be here? Just don't look like it's not enough gap for a leak. Same this side. I will of course be pulling this off as well. Just doesn't seem like it. Of course it might leak into here. Check that looks okay. Next culprit would be here, because if you had a leaky kind of system and the leak is down here, it's more likely it'll be here, right? And here, rather than up there. I should just check the top of this one just to make sure, satisfy myself it's not up here, and I'm going to work on this panel. See if I can get this thing fella off. Maybe it needs this one off first. Let's pull that, it clicked. Probably the same this side, yep, clicks. Maybe one in the middle. So reverse is just pushing in with the hand. Working my way around. Probably one there. This is going to reveal a lot once I get this off. If I can do it. Use 2 hands. So I get a better camera angle. Same for the other side. Some more. Okay, back out to the front. You know what I'm doing. Camera's gonna fall over otherwise. Right, so that piece coming out. Damp, so it's all these kind of, let me show you, these kind of clips, these ones here, they just come and fit in like that. Make sure you don't lose them. 2 at the top, nothing, I didn't snap anything. What's that? That's a funny looking. A mystery. So I was expecting a reservoir down here. So we've got one of these clips here. We should push that back in. Push that back in. Saying that, when I go to reinstall, I should pull that back out and shove that in there, and it would just push fit then. So where's the other clip? That's a latch. That was in there somewhere. That was in there somewhere. That was in there somewhere. And that would be right. So it'll be push slide, them two, and then shove them in. So you need to get that one out. Get that one out. Get that one out. Sliding back onto the top there when reinstalling. Okay. Not sure what that is. Probably where it sits. Probably. Okay. Not sure what that is. Not rusty. It's crazy it's not rusty with the amount of water I'll get in there. Where's it coming from? It's damp up here. It's damp up here. Damp up there. Some watermarks. Oh, hang on a minute. You see that, don't you? You see that? Watermarks. See all the watermarks. It's dripping from here onto here, and it's rolling down. Right, let me get in the car. I'm going to get in the car and close the hatch. So it's a view from the inside. Is it leaking through this? If it was, it'll be dribbling onto through here and onto there as well, but definitely moisture. So let's pull that plastic panel, see if there's any water in there. You know, it is a mystery. I know what you're thinking, chuck a load of water on it, see where it's coming from. I know what you're thinking. Let's do that, let's do that. Right, water from the side is going in there. I'm going to check the inside again. Nothing coming through the windows. I'm suspicious of this one here though. That looks normal to me. No, that's normal. Look. It's straight out in this corner here. Well, I've just pretty much yanked this bottom bit out. Still none the wiser. Soaked. They were lying across there, so don't know. Is it coming from behind? Don't know. I think there's two screws there. In there and there. I'm going to pop them in a second. You know, I cannot see where the water's coming from. I'm squirting it in here. At the top of the seal, it's coming down, draining straight out. Tried the left side, the top of the roof. Same deal. Make sure I put these screws on so it's not coming through. I'm looking in here and I don't see any drips. Where's it coming from? Where's the moisture coming from? It's not through here, I don't think. Won't be through here because I pulled this up and that's a solid insert straight in there. I see one drip coming through. I would know. A window, a rear window. There's no cracks in this. There's no split seam. Absolutely bizarre. I'm just going to keep going with the water inundation. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to try even the rear windows now. Well, it's not going to do any good, but make a difference. But we'll keep trying. Okay. There's some water coming through here. Wasn't there before? Nothing on this side. The water's coming through from this side. So I'm waiting a long time. It's dribbled through. So a long time later, I'm even thinking of the little hole in this fuel draining cap. There's a little hole just in there. I've got a bottle of dye in my pocket, ready to prove or disprove where it's coming from. I'm saving that though. The water's going in, so it should do that. Plenty there. Look, it's directly over that point. It came through there directly over here. It's not coming through. So I don't think it is that point. Could it be here? Is it further up? I'm just going to keep looking. I'm going to keep looking and use the bottle of dye in a minute. What's through there? I'm going to start squirting water in the back of that, see what that does. Just goes back there. Very, very puzzling. I put red dye in that hole. Washed it through. Nothing. Been spraying water again on the top. I've cleaned out all of this gully and nothing. Very, very puzzling. It's a mystery. I sprayed water through that gap there. Pulled the rubber back even. Sprayed it through there, an obvious place. Nothing. This is solid. It's like a solid seal. Could it possibly be through this? It possibly could be the only one. Is it like porous? Maybe. I put red dye on the top. Nothing. Does it just take a while to seep through? We don't know. I put loads of red dye in there. Nothing. It hasn't come through. So very, very, very odd. Is it this side? Could it possibly be this side? Let me try this side. Right, so I know we cleaned the gullies out. I cleaned all the mud and debris off this side as well. We know we cleaned the little hole in there so it drains properly. Put red ink in there, red dye, nothing came through red. So I'm just going to put loads of water all over it, everywhere, especially the rear half. Here indoors, I've left the panel out and I'm going to leave it. Water should drain, get that spot quite quickly, so I'm going to come check it in about, wait at least about 10 minutes to see if there's water in that same spot again. Very, very puzzling. I do not understand why this leaks in all these Hondas. I have no idea. But something, it's a mystery. Everyone online tries to figure it out. They come to a zero idea of why it happens. Okay, so I'm just going to put water over it. 10 minutes later, no water. No red dye. I put red dye on the top of the roof. In this area where I thought was likely, still red dye in there. I did kind of clear the hole, or did I? I used a fishing line to poke it through, thick fishing line. Could that have been it? I don't know. Inundated with water on this side as well, just in case it came somehow strangely across and to the left. But nothing. You saw it seeping out, welling out just here, but now nothing. I don't know. I can't tell you. That drip's coming from just splashing, so it's not from that. You see it weeping out. For some strange reason there is a fault here. I mean, my head thinks that bit, this bit, but nothing. So maybe the fix is do what I did, clean it out, clean out the gutters. I have no idea. I'm not sure. I don't know. Stopped it leaking anyway. I haven't sealed anything. Haven't put a sealant on, haven't put any kind of tape on. Anyway, so if you want to fix the boot leak, clean out the gutters. Doesn't make sense, but seems to have worked. I'm going to keep the base loosely on, and I'll be pulling this up after it rains every now and again to double check. But so far, this is my fix. Very odd. Thanks for. Right, it's been a few days. It's been wet and windy, UK weather. So as you can see, it's damp again. Right, so the job we did didn't quite work, but however, doing a little bit of research and having a good inkling for what the problem really was, I've kind of narrowed it down with the help of other YouTubers, etc., to that one that I suspected all along. That crease there, I think that bit there has gone kind of porous, all in there. Okay, and of course the other side as well. So you don't need me to take this up to prove to you. However, what I'm going to be doing is cleaning that down thoroughly with some cleaning fluids. My favourite at the moment is that. So I know it's a fabric cleaner, but it just does everything, outside, inside, leaves no stain, leaves no smear, even glass. But use this mainly for fabric, of course. And after that, I've had this clear lacquer from Halfords, dries within 3 minutes. So I'm going to use that to spray onto the seam. Now it's porous, right? So you need a liquid to get in there. So other people have been using things like sealant, bathroom sealants. I do like bathroom sealants, but however, I do feel that they kind of do peel after a while and water gets underneath, so they're not as good as I think as lacquer. So after a layer of that, 5 minutes, a thick layer of heavy duty, then I'm just going to leave it. Of course, prior to that, clean the area down with something like electrical cleaner, use a cloth or something. Alright, so I'm going to clean this area down now. Remove the trim, of course, just like I did before. Clean the area down. So in 2 days worth of light rain, look at that. This, if it weren't for this zinc coating, the bottom will rust off these MK8s. But if this works, it should be an easy fix. So I just need the heavy lacquer on it, and we'll wait and see. But 2 days of lightish rain, it wasn't even that heavy. Persistent though. Look at that. So I'll use the rest of my cloths to mop up while I wait for the thin lacquer, the quick drying one, to dry. It's been a while, only 5 minutes. Okay. Especially a seam down here. I think it begins back here somewhere. So just get a dirty cloth, dirty old rag. Doesn't have to be Microsoft towel or anything like that, unless you're doing it on a fairly new one. Oh, flaky paint. So even that, is pretty good. I need the dirt off there. Finally, we'll be using the Holt's electrical cleaner. Gets rid of any dirt. Anyway, I'll just carry on. Now for the Holt's electrical cleaner, leaves no stains. So let me get up high first. Okay, start on the right side then. There we go. Brake cleaner would do as well. So that goes in there. If there are any kind of leaky gaps, liquid would seep in and seep into the gaps, pushing any kind of other liquids down towards the body of the car, I guess. So, quick drying. You can actually get under here by putting your hands about here. Just keep cleaning a couple of times of that, and we're ready. Clear lacquer dries quickly. You can mask off the glass if you want. I'm not going to bother. So, an old car. Once it's precious to you, make sure you got your own mask on though. You're breathing this stuff in. So, get in there. See, this type of lacquer, this type of liquid, will get the places that others can't. Can't have done that with a sealant, so repeating both sides. Heavy duty lacquer, Halford. Can't remember, about £8 a bottle now. So face mask on, getting the seams. Oh no, okay. Make sure you turn the bottle upside down, because that could happen. I have already cleared this out, but you know, turn it upside down when you finish to spray the liquid out, otherwise you might get a little bit of what happened just now. So this stuff takes days to dry. But I've already got the other lacquer on first. Okay, this side. The other lacquer took about 20 minutes to dry in this weather. This one's going to take a lot longer. This one's a lot tougher. Doesn't matter about dripping down there. That's it really. Wait and see. Wait and see. Hopefully it don't rain today. That's it. Put it all back together. Wait and see. Give you the results real soon. Finish with a bottle. What I mean is turn it upside down. Spray it out until you get happy that's not much left in there. The liquid come up so the hole is not blocked. Right, it's been raining all morning, so it's a good time to check. Now, I did dry it off earlier today, just to finish off this video, and I've already gotten the bottom tray removed, and if you look, there's nothing leaking in. Nothing leaking in that side. Nothing leaking in from this side, so it was seeping in from here, or moreover from this side. So, right. So for the Honda Civic Mark 8, boot leaking, sounds like boot leaking fault, design fault, I guess, is conclusively these bits here. So people have been putting bathroom putty, all sorts, to stop it. I prefer using things like lacquer. So 2 layers of lacquer in there, thin and thick lacquer. Alright, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Hope that helps. Just, it's an easy fix, and some people just sell their car for that reason alone. Leaking a boot, don't do it. Fix it yourself for a few quid.